One important thing you have to pay attention to when you are solving logarithmic equation is to inspect if the logarithms in the equation have the same base. So for example, logarithm of 4 has a base of x and logarithm of x has a base of 2. So in this particular example, we can see that the bases are not the same. So we can't apply the law of logarithm by multiplying the numbers here. So what we have to do in this particular example is to first ensure that they have the same base, then we go on to apply the laws of logarithms. To make them have the same base, we use a concept called the change of base. So the change of base formula states that whatever logarithm you have to a given base, you can decide to change the base to a base of your choice. So if you have log b to base a, then using the concept of change of base, so let's say you want to change this to a new base c, then it becomes logarithm of the number, so logarithm of b to your new base c divided by logarithm of the original base, so base a to your new base c. So for example, if we want to change this first term to a logarithm with base 2 so that we have both logarithms having the same base 2, then we can apply this formula by making this logarithm of 4 to base 2 divided by logarithm of x to base 2. So you see, we take this 4, logarithm of the number 4 here, and we change the base to 2, divided by logarithm of the original base in the question, x, to our new base, 2. Then from there, we have plus logarithm of x base 2 equal to 3. So now, in order to solve this equation, we have to do away with this fraction. So to do away with the fraction, we can multiply through by logarithm of x to base 2. And when we do that, we have logarithm of 4 to base 2 plus logarithm of x base 2 squared equal to 3 logarithm of x base 2. So we multiply through by the denominator, logarithm of x base 2. So when it multiplies the first term, it cancels out the denominator, and logarithm of x base 2 times logarithm of x base 2 becomes logarithm of x base 2 all squared equal to 3 times logarithm of x base 2. In the previous videos, I explained how to simplify logarithms like this without using the calculator. So I'm just going to briefly talk about that again. So logarithm of 4 base 2 is the same as logarithm of 2 squared base 2. So this is the same as 2 log 2 base 2. And logarithm of any number to the same base is 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. So it means that logarithm of 4 to base 2 is 2. So this now becomes 2 plus logarithm of x base 2 all squared equal to 3 logarithm of x base 2. Please do not make the mistake of expanding this bracket to logarithm of x squared base 2. Remember in previous videos, I said logarithms are functions, so you can't just square the x here. So one way we can solve this equation is to transform it to a quadratic equation by using a different variable. So we can say that let logarithm of x to base 2 be equal to a new variable, let's say a. So it means that this equation now becomes 2 plus a squared equal to 3a, because we said let log x base 2 be equal to a. So we can rearrange this to take the form of a quadratic equation, and this becomes a squared minus 3a plus 2 equal to 0 when we bring all the terms to one side. Now we have to find two factors of 2 that when we add, we get negative 3. And those factors will be negative 1 and -2. This means that this can be factorized to a minus 1, a minus 2 equal to 0. Therefore, a is equal to 1 and a is equal to 2. But remember, we said that a is the same as log x to base 2. So, and the question asks us to solve for the value of x. It means that log x base 2 is equal to 1. And when you solve this, you have x is equal to 2. That is, x is equal to 2 raised to the power 1. Or logarithm of x to base 2 is equal to 2. This means that x is equal to 4.